belief, or this undying belief you guys have in Max Duggan? Where's it come from?
Shoot, I mean, I feel like it's honestly been here the past 3 years too. Ever since he's, took kind of the reins of the offense. I think everybody in the whole unit's had that belief in him. I just think this year I think there's more belief from inside the whole team, not just one side of the football.
What does it say about how he handled that whole situation where he wasn't even the starter in game one,
Right.
and then an injury, and look where we are now? What does it say about him?
It honestly doesn't surprise me one bit. Like I've told y'all before, I'd do anything for that guy. I mean, he's got the heart of a warrior, and he's just a leader. He's a winner. He doesn't care who's playing, who makes the winning play. Of course, everybody wants to make the winning play, but at the end of the day, he just wants to win, and I think it really shows. And I think he did a good job of showing that on Saturday.
Yeah, any fun plans for Thanksgiving?
Yeah, I'm going. I think. Well, see, I'm lucky, so my folks and my grandparents only live but 15, 20 minutes away from here. So we're going over to my nana's in Billy's. So I already told Coach Dykes, I was like, whatever we do, please don't wear all white Saturday, because I'm gonna look like the Michelin Man after I get done eating over there.
Wes, when you look at Iowa State's defense, they're one of the best in the Big 12. What do you guys have to do to be successful against them on Saturday?
Man, I think we just got to do our job, kind of like every week. I mean, we know. I mean, Iowa State's they're a really good team, very physical team. I think they've been that way since I've been here the past 5-6 years. So, but yeah, I think we got to do our job. But it's the same mentality every week. Our next game is our biggest game, and it just so happens to be Iowa State. But yeah, we're gonna have to be on our A game to beat these guys. They're definitely not gonna come in here and just roll over for us.
You say the mentality's been the same week to week, that the next week's the most important, but how is it when you guys are basically the talk of college football right now?
Honestly, I don't think we've really let any of that stuff get inside of the locker room, to be honest with you. I don't think we've gotten much, if any, praise in the past 3-4 years, and I feel like that's helped. We're not used to hearing this stuff, and I don't think it's really getting to us. I haven't heard of anybody really. To be honest with you, there's not a whole lot of talk about this and that. And like you said, it's the next week. And I think we've done a really good job at this point. I feel like if we keep doing it, we're going to end up being happy, where we end up.
What's AJ Ricker like late in game? Even at halftime, what's his demeanor like with you guys? What's he saying?
It's cool. So, you got to think, that dude was a really, really good football player. Played at the SEC level. I think he had 44 consecutive starts, something like that, at center from Missouri. So, it helps from a guy like that. He's got experience. He's an O-lineman. I don't care if you're still playing the game or not. You're always going to be an offensive lineman. You can just tell. He's a gritty guy. I think all of us have the same personality, and that kind of just will to dominate and hit somebody in the mouth. And he preached it every week. He preached it on Monday. He teaches Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. The same thing. And he's got a standard, and he makes sure that we excel and hold ourselves up to that standard. And it's a big part of why we're playing the way we are. But yeah, dude, that guy's awesome. He'll make you want to run through a brick wall, and he'll get us to do it too.
Has he got a favorite slogan or anything, favorite saying late in game that you hear from him, or is it?
No, he's kind of the same way. He just preaches, man, just do your job. Nobody in the room has to do anything, out of the ordinary or play above their potential. I think he really does a good job of, just preaching to us. If we get all 5 of us guys just do our job at, everybody do their job, on the play at once, it shows, we can be a really good group when we all do that, and he does a good job of expressing that to us.
Is it officially senior day for you?
Yeah.
Over there?
Sure is.
What does that mean?
Oh man, it means a lot. It's gonna be weird. I remember the past 2 years I've actually told Matty Lou I was doing it, and each year I've gotten hurt, so I'm sure it'll be a little emotional. But yeah, I love this place, dude. I'd do anything for it. These coaches, these players. But I came back for a reason, so that'll tell you how much I appreciate and love this place.
Wes, we didn't get to talk to you after the Baylor game, but I know a lot of people want to know your reaction. What was your whole thought process when everything was happening in those last few seconds?
Oh man, the crazy thing is, I don't think there was one lick of doubt on our sideline. And I honestly mean that. We score, we go for 2, we don't get it. There may have been for a second a couple guys hanging their head, and then just like that, it's there's still 2.5 minutes left. We got a really good defense, we got a really good offense. They don't need a whole lot of time to score, And, you know, there wasn't a doubt in my mind the defense wasn't about to get a 3 and out. We were going to get the ball back. I honestly thought we were going to run the punt back. That's how much faith I got in those guys back there. But, like I said, I don't think there was a whole lot of stress. It was like, hey, nut up or shut up. You know, let's go do our job, buckle up, let's roll. And that's exactly what we did.
Wes, you said, you know, you didn't hear a lot of praise the last few years. When was there a point this year or in practice or when the new coaches got here that you realized things might be different this year? Was there something that clicked with you guys?
Man, I knew from honestly the very first day, I don't even think we'd gotten back in school yet. We get a text from Coach Cos saying, 5:30 a.m. workouts, be here early, 5 o'clock. And we're like, oh my gosh, no way. But I tell you what, dude, it brought everybody together and it kind of made everybody realize, you know, like we've always had the dudes to do it, you know. It's just the mindset. And they instilled this mindset, you know, that I feel like we can go line up against the Dallas Cowboys and play against them. Now, I don't know if the score would end up showing that, but shoot, at least we think that way, right? And I mean, it's huge, but like I said, we've got the same guys. It's just they've installed this mindset into us, and I mean, look at where it's taken us, you know?
Well, it's like on Saturday, you know, your maybe top two receivers are out, Kendre's out. 2 drives, Max marches down the field and scores points, and everybody looks completely calm. Is that the mindset you're talking about?
100%. And I mean, whether, you know, we score, we give up a sack, you throw a pick, whatever it is, we have a, you know, next play mindset, you know, no matter what happens. So you gotta take it one play at a time. You know, we ain't scoring if you don't get the first, you know, if you don't get the first down, and, you know, but like I said, you gotta take it one play at a time. And I think we got kind of an older, experienced group, and we realize that. And the best part is we got faith in all 10 guys playing beside you, all 11 guys out there. You can look to your left or right. Everybody, there's not one guy on the field at any time that I look out there and like, oh, no, crap. It doesn't matter who's on the field. We all know that when you get your chance, whoever's in is going to go make the most of it. And I think we've showed that all year long.
Do you see your team playing more relaxed with the lead or chasing the lead?
I don't know, man. I feel like honestly, I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you nobody looks at the scoreboard, but I don't think there's really that much of a difference, dude. At the end of the day, I mean, I don't think it would matter if we're up by 60 or down by 60. We're still gonna be up there swinging and giving it hell. So, that's a pretty good question. But yeah, I mean, I don't think there's ever really a sense of everybody getting all tight and freaking out. Like I said earlier, man, it's the whole take one play at a time, next play, next man up mentality, and you know, it's rolling for us right now. I think we've done a good job of it so far.
Both Kendra and Quentin were semifinalists for awards at their respective positions. As an offensive lineman, what's really stood out, both of those guys in their games and how they really elevated the offense?
They've been difference makers the past, you know, when they got here 2 years ago, where they both true juniors. They're ridiculous. Those are the guys that you want. I mean, it's the same with Max. You know, you look back there, you got Max, Kendra. I mean, you can't ask for much more. Then you look outside, you got a guy like Quentin Johnson. I think he was built in a laboratory. That dude's not human. But like I said, man, it's just confidence. You know, everybody trusts each other. At the end of the day, everybody's got confidence in each other, and I think it shows. Yeah, it's definitely a good feeling when you got guys like that on your side of the ball. So.
Wes, you talked a lot earlier this year about being on the pitch count, about trying to stay healthy, and what the strength and conditioning team has done for you. You've been rotating in with John Lands a lot. What has that been like for you, and what's your relationship with John Lands?
Oh, dude, we're close. As a team, you know, in general, everybody's close, but I think our O-line group is the closest it's been since my freshman year when I remember I got here. You know, you had Matt Pryor, Austin Slobin, Pat Morris, guys like that. Some older, No Boom, for instance. And they were all so close, man. And I feel like we've been close in the past, but, you know, really outside of football, there wasn't a whole lot of hanging out. And I remember whenever Coach Ricker first got here making a deal on that, he's like, guys, you know, if y'all want to be the team you want to be, y'all got to be close. And he's like, just hanging out up here ain't going to cut it. So, yeah, we're with each other every chance we get. We eat a few times during the week. We hang out on the weekends with each other. We watch football games. So we're all close, man. I love John. I mean, he's a great player. There's no hard feelings. You know, I'm sure he'll sit here and tell you the same thing on me. Whenever they score, I'm the first keeper on the field and go slap him in the back of the head. Whenever we score, he's the same guy who runs up the midfield. There's no hard feelings. And that's the difference between this team now and I think the past few years, dude. That's how a team breaks down. That you don't want any of that selfish stuff anyways. So, yeah, dude, I love the guy Geth. He's a great player. He's been playing good, you know, and I'd do anything for him. And, you know, any of those guys in our room, let alone this whole team. So.